Hello friends, I am Rahul Gupta from Starts with Why. So today again we are going to discuss one more interesting topic that is asked in the interview. Tell me honestly about the strong and the weak points of your current boss. Now how to answer this difficult question? Okay, so we will be discussing that thing in this entire video. So stay tuned till last, and I will also be discussing the fantastic technique that we call Paw Print Technique. Okay, so what is the Paw Print Technique and how we can utilize that to answer this very difficult question in the interview so that you can impress your interviewer panel. So stay tuned till last to understand that. So without wasting a time, let's move on. So we will basically divide our entire question into again the four different parts. So the first we will discuss what the interviewer panel is actually looking for through this question. Okay, and the second one, what are the common mistakes generally people make, including me? And the third one is why the interviewer panel is actually asking this question at the first place, what is the thought process in their mind? And the fourth one is what is the secret recipe that has worked for me? And you can also frame your answer utilizing this technique. Okay, so let's move on to the first question directly. So the first question is what interviewer panel is actually looking for through this question. So whenever they ask this question that tell me honestly about the strong and the weak points of your current boss, what is the connotation behind that is what they are trying to ask is that to trap you in the open air and basically figure out what is the dirty talks or any kind of hidden truth that you can basically tell about your previous position. Okay, so it is a trap question. So they are not asking your strong and weak points, they are trying to ask how much you can actually tell bad things about your previous boss. That's what they are actually looking for. Okay, so now what are the common mistakes generally everyone make? So they start downplaying their current boss. Okay, they start telling, okay, my god, he's a bad, he's always shouting and he's always giving so stringent deadlines, blah blah blah. People start downplaying their current boss. That is one of the biggest mistake. They start telling about some petty things or some mean spirited things about co-workers, that the team was not good, the environment was bad, blah blah blah. Okay, so you should never do that kind of thing. Speak highly of yourself, and you sometimes people start praising themselves. Oh my god, the team was ultra junk, but I was the only star in the team. Okay, so don't try to showcase your James Bond. Okay, so that is one of the common mistake everyone does. They start talking about the negative talk. Okay, that company is not good because of this reason, team is bad. Okay, company is not performing better, blah blah blah. Sometimes overconfidence, so people started telling, okay, that what is the mistake, the boss was very overconfident, he will right outly tell anything. Okay, so sometimes people start telling that, so don't do that. And the last one is, okay, they are trip up on the question. So they say, okay, I don't know the exact answer, okay, but maybe he is bad in this, maybe that means you don't know. So that is also the one of the trivial play. Sometimes if you are playing, that can put you in the problem. So these are the common mistakes everyone makes, okay, including me. So try to avoid while answering this question. Now let's understand in a little bit more detail what is the thought process the interviewer panel has when they ask this question. Okay, why they are asking this question, what they are trying to looking for. Okay, so the first one is they are trying to understand if you have learned and copied lot of things from your previous boss to implement in this various situation. The meaning is, have you learned anything from your previous boss, correct? Or you are just a fault finding person, you always look for weak points or the strong point and never try to implement in your life. That is the first thing they are looking for. Second, they also want to know that how loyal and how positive you are to your previous organization, correct? See, whatever the situation is, finally that company has paid you, okay, for the effort that you made. So how loyal you are to that. Third thing is whether you will criticize him behind the back. Okay, will you do the backbiting? That is also the another thought process. Where, okay, what kind of person you are. And the last one is basically your critical thinking. Okay, how you pursue your previous organization? What is your thought process going on? So these are the basically 4 things generally every interviewer panel is looking for when they ask this question, tell me about the strength and weakness of your boss. Okay, now let's understand how to answer this question, okay, in a very fantastic manner. So the secret recipe that I'm going to disclose to you. So let's understand what is the secret recipe now. So this is called a paw print technique. Now the question is, what is the meaning of paw print? Okay, so I think this is a symbolized here. You see a dog, okay, and these are the paw prints of the dog. Now when you see, dog is generally symbolized as the person of loyalty. Okay, you can see that the lady is basically keeping the dog beside her because she thinks that this dog is basically the symbol of loyalty. Okay, so many people in the world treats dog as a loyalty. So what is this technique is basically, you should always frame your answer that demonstrate that you are loyal to the organization, you are loyal to the team, you are loyal to the basically your manager or your boss with whom you have worked with. Correct? How bad it is immaterial. You should always say the cut sheet toward that if you want to basically nail this question in a very nice manner. Correct? So that is the key for this. We call the paw print technique. Demonstrate your loyalty you worked with. Okay, now let me show you the sample answer that can help you that how you should frame your answer. Okay, so let's directly jump to sample answer. So you can say that, hello sir, hello ma'am, so my current boss has so many strong points. Always start with the positive points. Okay, and it is difficult to choose a few. Okay, but I have learned from him many different items. The few of them are the time management and the prioritizing skill. He was very fantastic in that, and he always used to teach me that what you should do for the time management or prioritizing the skills. Okay, then the comes to the big point. So you can say, regarding the big points, I always believe that every coin has the two sides. Correct? So in the same way, like my previous boss also would have the weak points as well as the strong points, but I think I am not the right person to comment on his weak points because I am not the correct person to judge, okay, whether whether those are his true weak points or not. So by this way, you are telling that you understand there are few big points, but you don't have a right to tell that because you are not judging the person. Okay, that is a very fantastic way to convince or the tell the answer for this question. Correct? So use the paw print technique to answer this very difficult question, because sometimes when this question is asked first time to you, you are blank, you don't know, you are clueless that how to answer. So using this paw print technique, you can nail this answer very nicely and can impress your interviewer panel. Okay, so use this paw technique, share this video with your friends, okay, who are in needy, so that they can also understand to use this paw print technique and they can frame their answer and can convince the interviewer panel. And if they get a job, obviously you are going to earn a very nice party. Okay, so keep sharing. If you think like this video has given you enough insight, please like the video, share it. Okay, thank you, keep learning.